very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, Alberta's toxic tailing ponds are now the size of the Sea of Galilee. And the minister has stated that tailings ponds will be reduced in the long term, but the ERCB has already approved plans that do not meet Directive 74's requirements for reducing fine tailings in the ponds, and the timelines for final cleanup are still unknown. So, to the Minister of the Environment, how long is this long term that the minister is talking about? Are we talking 1 generation, 2 generations? Will the grandchildren of today still be looking to deal with tailings ponds?
The Honourable Minister.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I guess my crystal ball isn't quite as clear as hers, and I'm not able to predict the future quite as well as she thinks that I should. Mr. Speaker, this is a technical issue that the answer will derive over time. But I can assure this member, I can absolutely assure this member that we're not talking decades. We are, however, Mr. Speaker, talking in the time frame of years, and we're looking at full implementation of Directive 74 within this decade.
The Honourable Member.
Nice.
No, actually, when you look at all the deadlines, I think it's closer to 30 years. But, Mr. Speaker, industry is innovative, and they have the resources and the minds to make change happen. But the minister is not requiring this of them. So when will the minister bring in targets and standards that push industry to clean up this legacy now?
The Honourable Minister.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I mentioned in answer to one of the questions yesterday or the day before that we are currently in the process of developing a tailings management program. That's in combination with the whole issue of mine reclamation, and I am encouraged by the tremendous amount of progress that has been made on that, and I encourage the member to stay tuned, because we should have much more specific answers for her in a very short period of time.
The Honourable Member.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Well, given that this is the second time this fall that the federal government has stepped in and started their own investigation into either dead ducks or other issues around the oil sands, my question to the minister is, why does Alberta keep getting trumped by the feds?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, that's simply not the case. Alberta Environment and Environment Canada have been partners for quite some time. Any kind of major environmental issue is commonly dealt with from a joint perspective. The member is well aware that the issue that was recently settled with Syncrude from the duck landing a couple years ago resulted in a trial where charges from both the province and the federal government were involved, and it's not unusual in the least.
The Honourable